The morning facing his old friend Patrick Ewing.
He does not like this side of the floor, and they do a good thing of shoveling and make him make a mistake.
Houston in the passing lane to pick it off. Sprewell with a finish. So defense leads to offense to get New York on the scoreboard. Here's a loose ball picked up by Houston. Ward. Larry Johnson with a putback.
Finally, an offensive rebound. Finally, a steal for the Knicks defense. Finally, transition opportunities. Bring the crowd to life.
I remember when we were in Miami for Game 1, how nervous that crowd was, and they wanted their team to get off to a good start. I sense the same thing here. Crowd didn't really get into it until they got a couple of good plays, and they're silenced by that Morning shot.
Morning took it right to Patrick Ewing. His first basket. He has 3 rebounds already. Now defending Ewing. Houston for 3. Way off the mark on that one. On the floor to P.J. Brown.
He was too eager, too quick with that shot. It got away from him.
Marley, his second three-pointer of the first period, and Miami's lead back to 7, their biggest.
Marley, the only player for the Miami Heat with championship level experience, played in the '93 finals with Phoenix against Michael Jordan, was a dead-eye three-point shooter at that point.
Saw the feature on Marley, who's overcome the back surgeries, and Pat Riley paying him high compliment yesterday as Sprewell hits again. Riley saying Marley is one of the best he's ever coached at carrying out the game plan, maintaining that continuity.
Oh, he's the ultimate team player.
Brown. They concede him the shot. He can't hit it. Houston takes it the other way.
Mistakes in the open court is what the Knicks are trying to eliminate, and Sprewell comes quickly. Could have probably gotten closer with that shot.
Threes in transition. That's the best part of NBA basketball today.
Meanwhile, Tim Hardaway has assisted on all 4 Miami field goals.
I thought it was only good if you made the shot.
Nice swing past P.J. Brown.
Alonzo Mourning can't hit the jump shot. Johnson the rebound. Charlie Ward. LJ already with 3 rebounds.
Very few fast break opportunities. Peter doing a terrific job for balance. But Ewing enters in the delayed transition offense.
That signature Ewing jump shot, his first basket. The lead is 3. Ewing went for the steal. Mourning finds the open man. Marley misses that 3. And Allen Houston another rebound. Jeff Van Gundy pounding into his players' heads. We have got to hit the boards.
The attitude is really sunk back into the guards. He feels has great size, but they don't rebound with the right attitude.
Sprewell right in the face now. 3 for 5 shooting. Sprewell, who's off early, 6 points. But going at Alonzo Mourning, the league's premier shot blocking center.
Mashburn went right by Sprewell to get to the baseline and then knocks down the jump shot for his 5th point.
Remember Game 3 that both teams started off with house of fire, and they eventually backed up to their personalities, which is about 30 or 40%. So right now we're seeing shots made. We better put this in some sort of crystal ball.
Larry Johnson makes one.
When Larry Johnson can hit that spot up without having to back his man down, without having to take 10 or 12 dribbles to get his shot up, it's going to set a lot of things up with the New York set offense.
Mashburn couldn't get the roll off the rim. And New York with a chance to take the lead.
Mashburn has emerged as a legitimate playoff star this series.
Mourning went to help, but Ewing couldn't convert the jump shot.
Oh, they got Mourning wide open. They missed it.
Hardaway for 3.
Nice pass.
Marley. Follow shot, though, is short.
A great pass by Hardaway right off the rim to Dan Marley. He couldn't get it to him the conventional way.
Ewing throws it down and 1.
Latrell Sprewell making it happen on the pump fake. It's right by Dan Marley. Nothing that Alonzo Mourning can do about it.
Well, Larry Johnson has not been as good in the other games as he was in Game 1, but he gets his first chance to score. And Patrick Ewing showing that he can still run the floor, and with 2 hands, brings the crowd to their feet.
With an incredible contribution here playing on this severely injured ankle.
Tough shot by Mashburn, comes up short. Air ball into the hands of Camby. Here's Ward, bouncing to Sprewell. Camby.
Transition basket. First play of the game, Camby gets a defensive rebound, gets the delayed break opportunity. Matt Riley cannot be pleased with the way the Heat are giving up transition opportunities on a consistent basis.
Marley finds Brown. That ball tipped. Ward. They get out of bounds off Charlie Ward. Miami gets it back with 7 on the shot clock.
The one thing that the New York Knicks have done in this ball game early is push the ball and then move it to the other side of the floor. And Camby, who lives off of other players' efforts, finishes the play.
Some boos as Anthony Carter enters the Miami lineup. The man who learned that shot perhaps playing on the playgrounds in Atlanta as P.J. Brown just beats the shot clock buzzer. And Carter told us as he was walking through the streets of New York yesterday, people were yelling at him, yeah, lucky shot, Merry Christmas.
But that's what makes playing in New York so great, is that the entire city just so involved in every part of the game. Sprewell is electric today.
He has 8 points in this first quarter, and the Knicks back up by 2. Sprewell's hit 4 of his 6 shots.
Carter had on a bright yellow shirt yesterday, so he couldn't be mistaken. And I think he wanted to just stick it to the people here in New York. He took himself a nice long afternoon walk.
Mourning double teamed. Carter leaves it again for Brown. He's blocked by Camby. Mashburn beats the shot. No, he did not beat the shot clock. No basket.
What's allowed him to survive here in New York.
And there's an offensive rebound, just what Van Gundy was calling for. It comes from his veteran center, Patrick Ewing, who knocks it home.
Everything that went against New York in Game 3 is going in their favor now. They got fast break point edge. They got offensive rebounding. They got shooting, front court production, and a steal by Charlie Ward.
Ward continues to do the small things that help New York succeed. Here's his three-pointer. Good!
The much maligned Charlie Ward, who often gets criticized for not doing enough. But he's the guy that makes it all happen because he doesn't want to shoot. And now he comes here with a double team, forcing Mourning to give it up.
After Ward hit that three, as Carter throws it away. Sprewell. Marley fouled him. After Ward hit that
quarter, so let's see if they get him going.
That's a tough shot. Out of the game, sitting down, no flag waving today.
Sprewell with a beautiful baseline drive. Turnover in this first half. And a three is good by Childs. Sprewell threading his way through traffic. He comes to Houston, missing an open three. But Ewing, put back, is blocked by Mourning. Mashburn. I set myself up for it. Mourning. Now, moved in 5 feet closer. Alonzo nails it, and he has 10.
But look how it affected Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the greatest scorer in the history of the NBA. A guy who couldn't dunk in college and learned how to shoot, learned how to score. It wasn't just power game for him.
Mourning, a bad-looking shot, bounces off Alonzo Mourning to Ewing, and he hits.
Pat Riley on the sideline, putting his hands in the air, saying, somebody just grab a rebound. Stick a fork in it.
Ewing has 11 points and 7 rebounds. Mourning misses with P.J. Brown and 1.
He's been asking for it and held it. Whenever you see him hold it, he's trying to score it. Got it blocked, P.J. Brown.
Hardaway misses a 3. Ewing collects the rebound. He has 8. Woods in a hurry. Got it.
Charlie Ward, who's been insistent. Oh, nice transition opportunity. Foul Ewing. You ever get the feeling that this game is going to go down to the wire?
Why would it be different from any of the others?
Nice drive.
Johnson for 3.
Penetration and dish, championship style basketball. The finisher, Larry Johnson, unless Tim Hardaway can keep Charlie Ward under control, the Heat are going to be in a lot of trouble. You may see Anthony Carter very soon.
Ward with that penetration and spotting LJ for the 3. Mashburn cross court. Marley for three. Tapped up. Marley got it back. Hardaway to Mashburn.
And they're going to get a trip on Charlie.
They do go to Houston, and he responds with his first bucket of the second half, his 8th point of the game.
Marley is playing as good a defense as you could possibly play. That's how skilled Allen Houston is. Marley telling us that Allen Houston is the toughest guy that he has to guard.
Mismatch and see if they take advantage of it. Tough shot for P.J. Brown.
Fall away after the behind-the-back pass from Mashburn.
The one game that Miami lost in this series was the lost game for P.J. Brown, who did nothing.
Houston using a screen to great advantage. The pass came at just the precise time, and he knocks down the three-pointer. He has 11.
Everybody in Miami was looking at Pat Riley, and Charlie Ward spotted that and quickly just popped the ball to Houston for the score.
Hardaway for three. Offensive rebound, Alonzo Mourning. That's blocked by Ewing.
Riley cannot believe that nonsense.
Sprewell misses, and Marley takes it the other way. Charlie Ward hounding him. Marley holds up.
That's what you would call a home court advantage.
Yeah, that looked like a goaltend all the way on Ewing, and no whistle.
Deal, Charlie Ward.
And off ground to New York.
Inspirational contributions from Charlie Ward.
In terms of keeping them from doing that, penetrating, and Alonzo Mourning just blew by Patrick Ewing.
Mourning a much more effective player when he takes the ball to the rim instead of settling for the jump shot.
And that's the first time he's done that this afternoon. Granted, the Knicks have done a good job of double teaming Alonzo early, but still, nice give and go.
Charlie Ward over Mourning's attempted block. The NBA's top shot blocker couldn't keep Ward from putting through his 8th point.
When you have Latrell Sprewell making beautiful passes there, spinning.
Ward with a steal and a lob. Sprewell missed it. Johnson kept it alive.
Tim Hardaway just cannot move out there.
And a foul.
Sprewell's just so upset.
Well, what about the contributions of Charlie Ward, unsung hero?
Well, Ward is moving well without the ball, and he is not passing up his scoring chances, keeping the pressure on the Miami out as Larry Johnson holds the ball. They've got 18 points here in the quarter.
Ward for three.
Timeout, Miami.
Charlie Ward is P.J. Brown surrounded by Knicks, and Ward comes away with it. They'll hold for the final shot of the third quarter.
When we first saw Charlie Ward burst on him, it was a nice over-the-top pass at Florida State. His intangibles so present even then.
LJ. And that's the end of the third quarter as New York takes command in the third with an 18-8 run to end the quarter, led by the contributions of Charlie Ward on both ends of the court. The Knicks have tied their biggest lead. It's 66-57 at the end.
Oh, you mean that lead wasn't insurmountable?
Houston for three.
More and more we're seeing these two teams, which normally disdain the double team defense. They're coming virtually every time to whoever has the ball in the post, and that's freeing up three-point shooters.
Well, they'll take their chances on that shot. They are packing the middle on almost every drive, any kind of penetration. Carter hits the foul.
When Charlie Ward goes down, grabbing that ankle, grabbing that right ankle.
Allen Houston, one of the league's best shooters, knocks down a three. It's 69-62. Back in at that last dead ball commercial. Ford rejected by Camby.
Great closeout defense by Anthony Carter. Sprewell can't get anything going, but he does pick up a foul.
Anthony Carter's trying to play him glove tight and won't let him go. Now, you tell me, as a shot blocker, is it a shot
block?
Or is it another home court advantage?
That's what you live for. That's perfect. That just puts you, you're just setting up as a volleyball spike off the board.
Sprewell drives baseline, misses the shot. Carter stepped in to intercept the pass. Leaves it with Thorpe, and he is fouled by Ward, or by Childs. Childs preventing the transition basket.
It's Houston.
This is the runner, but Thomas an offensive rebound. Houston calling for it. There's the skip pass to him. Three-pointer good.
Pat Riley says enough. We can't control our own boards. Kurt Thomas, an immediate contribution off the bench for Jeff Van Gundy.
Houston was calling for it, and when the pass came, he put in another three. He's hit 3 of 4 from three-point range. 66, and Houston misses. Put up and in by Marcus Camby.
Kurt Thomas is doing a phenomenal job on the offensive glass. Going to get no credit. He's going to get slammed by Steve Jones, but this guy is really playing for the Knicks, Kurt Thomas.
On the clock.
Sprewell. Thomas put it in.
Kurt Thomas, who used to be a star. One of the couple players in the history of college basketball to lead the nation in scoring and rebounding in the same year. Now he's a role player, but he's one of those guys that just constantly keeps moving.
Mashburn. Mourning had trouble making.
Bad end of a number right now. Sprewell.
Riley, timeout again.
Camby saved it right to Carter.
I love the way. Oh, nice running of the floor here by P.J. Brown.
And a blocking foul called on Chris Childs.
Nice play.
And one for Charlie Ward. It in under the opponent's goal. Cardinal sin. It's Thomas and Mourning hook up.
Now Mourning is.
The slam dunk, the hard foul. Mourning just throws Kurt Thomas off, and Jack Nice.
And Camby misses two, and then called for a loose ball foul as he wades in there, knocking bodies like pinballs.
In the air. At least they get this one up. Ward. Save.
Ewing kept it alive, and Ward went airborne to save it to Sprewell.
And some offensive rebounds from Ewing, from Camby, from Kurt Thomas, really giving the Knicks a huge lift.
Charlie Ward has 7 rebounds. He's done everything today.
Gracefully down the lane. First it was Tim Hardaway that couldn't contain him. Now it's Anthony Carter. Alonzo Mourning, the league's leading shot blocker. Does he even have a block today?
He has one.
He has 1 block.
25 for Zoe and 14 rebounds. Both Riley and Van Gundy saying the most desperate team always wins in this series. And usually the team coming off a loss is the most desperate. But the man of the hour is Charlie Ward. What do you think this is, the Orange Bowl?
When Charlie Ward starts creating his own shot off his own dribble, he scored the last 6 points for New York. The Heat trailed by 7.
Charlie Ward doing it again. And we'll be back to New York after these messages from your local station, the NBA on NBC.
Looking for Mashburn or Morley coming for threes. Charlie Ward again.
Pass too tall for Mourning, and Ward is always in the right spot, it seems.
During the last timeout, the crowd chanted for the entire 2 minutes. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Charlie Ward has made it happen on broken plays.
There's the exclamation point.
That's a heat check right there. Oh, Alonzo Mourning, offensive foul with the big pick on Sprewell.
Yeah, that was frustration by Mourning. They had no shot, and they left Charlie Ward wide open. Ward has been the money player down the stretch and punches that 3 in.
Well, here was a guy, Charlie Ward, who had off-season knee surgery. You can see that he doesn't run nearly as fluidly as he used to. Have trouble straightening out that leg. Had a broken finger during the course of the season. They're still chanting Charlie.
He scored their last 9 points. It may be his finest game as a New York Knick. Alonzo Mourning, but too little too late. He has 27 in the game. There it is.
Now the sense of desperation shifts back to the Miami Heat, who still have home court advantage. Best 2 out of 3.